It's time now for the award-winning #1 local talk show in Northeast Pennsylvania, The Sam Lesante Show. Now here's your host, Sam Lesante.
Well, my friends, today's show, it's all about health. I'm going to keep you healthy, my friends. We're going to be talking about some interesting products called CBDs. Now, we're hearing a lot about that in the last couple of years, but today we're going to learn a little bit more about CBDs and how important they are to your health. We're here on location at Sugarloaf Organic. It's a beautiful area, and we have one of the partners of Sugarloaf Organic here who's going to talk about the reason for his involvement and why this is so important for your health. I think you're going to enjoy this show. In fact, you should call your friends and tell them to listen to this, because I think we're going to have Dr. Meade on talking about the value of this product, and also we'll have the person who is distribution or the actual director of the lab talking about the products. John, it's very exciting here today. Why did your family get involved with this particular product? And tell them what the product is.
Okay. We started in 2018 with the Farm Bill in Pennsylvania allowing it to become a legal crop. It's controlled by the Department of Ag. There are restrictions, permits, etc., to grow the crop and produce it. So we decided to get into it in 2018. It was a new, exciting product, new plant. We are tree farmers by trade, and it's just another agricultural crop. So we thought we could do a pretty good job growing it. As you can see what we have behind here, this is our 3rd year that we're growing it, and we'll be harvesting in 8 to 10 weeks, depending upon the weather and the conditions of the plant. So we really wanted to get into it because CBD is helping people with pain. It's helping people sleep, and it controls a lot of inflammation. We have a bunch of products from bath bombs to tinctures. We have pet treats. We have some teas. We have chapstick. So we have a whole line of CBD to take it. Different people like to apply it, consume it in different ways.
When I go to different places, in gas stations or whatever, I see CBDs, okay, and you know, good for this, good for that, etc. But here we are on your farm. Give me the difference between what your quality of CBD is versus what's out there.
Okay, we take our products from seed to sale, which means we grow it in our greenhouse. We started in the greenhouse. We bring the transplants to the field. We line them out just like you have. We have to drip irrigate them. We feed them. They're a very ferocious eater. They like a lot of food. To get to the stages that they are, to have the right cannabinoids and the quantity and quality that people want. The next step is we process on site our own plants. So after that process is done, we take it, we send it to a pharmaceutical lab, and they bottle it. So everything that we have is top quality, from the finished product to them bottling it. It is, again, it is a pharmaceutical product, whereas a lot of people, and not all people, but some of them mix it on site, bottle it in their kitchen. Also, we're using the buds to extract our CBD. A lot of the cheaper products can use any parts of the plant. You don't get the benefits of the true bud, because that is where most of your CBD comes from.
How does one distinguish between the marijuana, which, you know, there was always a question about the marijuana, and the CBD?
The plants are genetically altered that we grow. So there's no hallucinogenic effect at all, because that part of, there's not the marijuana or the THC in the hemp plant. There's some, but it's such an extremely low quantity, you would never get any ill effects or hallucinogenic effects from a CBD product.
Now, coming up after you is Dr. Meade, and he's going to talk about the medical benefits of, of the CBD. You've been on selling the product for how long now?
This will be our 3rd year.
Okay. And from the website, there's been people who have been purchasing your product.
Yes.
Okay. Give me some, and I guess these testimonials are on the website?
The testimonials are on the website, and there's numerous, a lot of people have written.
What is one of the highlights of one of the testimonials who had a problem and they took the product?
One gentleman had some severe neck pain. He tried a lot of different CBD products, and we sent ours. I can't remember his name off the top of my head.
But it's on the website.
It is on the website.
Okay.
He got relief. I had some cancer patients try it, and it helped them sleep after their chemotherapy. It helped relieve some of their stress and some of their pain that they had that went along with that. I mean, we're no doctor, but that's just only what people have told us.
Everything from A to Z is supervised under the best conditions.
Yes.
Okay? So like you just said, from seed to table, you have control of that from seed to table, where the other products, I think, I don't know if they have that. I mean, so
no, they don't.
There's a big difference. I see a massive difference between what you have and what's out there, okay?
Even when you open one of our tinctures, you could look at the clarity of the oil. Some of the cheaper grades are dark. They have chlorophylls and different byproducts from the plant that are not purified out, whereas ours it's very, very clear.
Yeah. In the processing of the product, okay, is there extensive amount of time and expertise that has to go into the finished product?
Yeah, the whole process is very time consuming. From growing the plants to harvesting, drying, we have to get all the buds off the plants, and then it goes through an extraction system. So the whole process is very slow, very labor intensive, and very time consuming.
Wintertime comes, do they die and then come back, or how does that work?
We'll have to replant these crops every year, start them from seed. We don't want to do like get seed from these plants, because we get them genetically altered so they are all compliant.
Yes.
And they are to the purity standards that we demand.
Yeah. The products fascinate me because I've looked at some of what you'll see, the products. It fascinates me because you cover everything. You have tea, you have lip balm, you have even for dogs, right?
Yes, correct.
What does that do for the dogs? Calms them?
The one we have is a calming chew.
Yeah.
We're going to be releasing some new pet products for cats and different products for dogs. Some will be drops to put on their food in case the dog doesn't like the treat that we have. They could put it on whatever food they want. So they'll be released probably in the next 8 to 12 weeks.
We're here at Sugarloaf Organic on location and talking about this product that has helped literally thousands of people in the United States. And we're going to talk to Dr. Meade coming up. He'll tell a little bit about the history of CBDs and how it's affected some of his patients. We'll be back right after this. Well, welcome back to the Sam Lesante Show, folks. Today it's all about health, keeping yourself healthy. Remember, 247sssptv.com and our YouTube channel, particularly with this show. This is a very important show talking about CBDs and how important they are. Well, now we talked to John Wolk, who is one of the partners of Sugarloaf Organics, and now Dr. Tom Meade, nationwide top orthopedic, author of many books. Dr. Meade.
Sam.
Why, give me your opinion of the CBDs. We talked a little bit about the history of this, which I found interesting.
So Sam, thanks again for having me on your show. It's a pleasure to see you, as always. It's great to be outside and not in the studio. It's a great night. Thanks. But this is an important topic to me. I've had a lifelong career interest in supplements, natural products. This fits right into my wheelhouse. But the history is fascinating because it's the wild, wild west out there. Thank God we have Sugarloaf Organics to sort of bring it in perspective, and I'll tell you why. For thousands of years, CBD and cannabis has been used worldwide for centuries for medical reasons. It's only the last 100 years that it was a controlled substance, and that was mostly for political reasons. So come 2018, I think the government came to their senses in the Farm Bill, and they took hemp-based CBD products off the controlled substance list. That opened the door, though, to many, many good things, but many things that possibly weren't good. But a lot of patients jumped on the bandwagon and they wanted CBDs as part of a wellness program, which is understandable. When we look at the value of the endocannabinoid system in the human body, it is so fascinating. It controls every aspect of cellular metabolism and communication in our body. So it's a critical aspect that only was discovered in the 1980s, Sam. I mean, it is 600 million years old. The endocannabinoid system is virtually present as a communication system at the cellular level in every organism for the last 600 million years. And when I was in medical school, we didn't know about it. But let's fast forward to 2018. Patients now want it. They understand that it is part of their wellness system, whether they want it for relaxation, whether they want it for sleep or anxiety. They hear these claims that it's good for pain relief and inflammation, or it bolsters their immune system, which is critical in this past year with the pandemic. So all these things are true. But patients come to me and they say, Dr. Meade, you know, it's out there, we've been buying it, just like you mentioned in the first part of the show. But, you know, what's your thought on that? And I'm very honest with them. And I said, you know what, I can't recommend anything that I don't try myself and I don't use myself. And I actually use Sugarloaf Organics, CBD tinctures and cream. But why do I do that? Because I did the research. I know the Wolk family. They are meticulous. For decades, I know how they run their tree farms. When they decided to get into this business, I looked into it. From seed to product, it's unbelievable. They oversee every step of the way, including overseeing a high-quality, high-tech pharmaceutical type lab right to the final product. You know what they do after that? You get it third-party tested. Just like supplements are the wild, wild west. You don't know what's in supplements out there. It's the same sort of business unless it's third-party tested and they have a certificate of analysis. The Wolk family and Sugarloaf Organics has that certificate of analysis. You can take a picture, it will pop up. You can guarantee what's on that label is in the bottle. That is critical, whether it's a supplement or CBD, and they went the extra step. So that's sort of why, you know, I endorse this product, this farm, and the Wolk family and the Sugarloaf Organics CBDs. It's a fascinating thing.
When you look at products, it always confuses me. We're going to have the director of products coming on, and there's so many of them, Tom.
Yeah.
And you know, like I get confused. Like when they go to the website, you know, if I'm having pain in my back, if I can't sleep, you know, how do we know what to use? I mean,
so you know, we're on parallel courses because it's only been 2018. Only now have the gates been open to clinical research to fine-tune the dosages, etc. But we couldn't do that. We were hampered by the federal government. They had this as a Schedule I drug. We couldn't do research. But anecdotally, it's been used for thousands of years. The safety profile is enormous on these things. There's never been an overdose death from cannabis ever recorded. Look at half of the drugs we use every day, anti-inflammatories over the counter. There's 25,000 deaths per year from the common over-the-counter anti-inflammatories, yet there's never been one death from a cannabis product. And this is hemp-based CBD, not cannabis in the same family, but literally virtually no or trace THC in it. So the safety profile is enormous, which gives a lot of patients solace in using it as we fine-tune going forward. To your question,
yeah,
the best recommendations is starting at the lowest dose because everybody is different. Every physiologic endocannabinoid system is different, and everybody has different requirements, different pain thresholds. If you look at one of the pharmaceutical companies that developed the CBD for seizures, why did they do that? Because they figured out it works on nerve abnormality, which is what a seizure is. So patients with nerve pain and sciatic pain have tried this, and anecdotally they get great relief. Now, further studies on dosages will come out, but starting at the lowest dose, you know, for tincture is the best thing. And you try it for 3 to 4 weeks, and if they get the response they want, they stay there. If not, they could go up in a dose. Yeah. But just like over-the-counter anti-inflammatory products, where if you're having a sore joint and you rub cream on, you can also do the same with CBDs locally with a much, much, much lower adverse effect profile. There's virtually no superficial adverse effects for cream. If you look at the over-the-counter anti-inflammatory side effects, they're the same as taking it orally. Liver problems, bleeding issues, kidney issues. So the whole safety profile is at a different level.
And you don't need a prescription for these.
You don't need a prescription. This is not medical marijuana. This is legal. You can buy it, but buyer beware for the reasons you and John Wolk said.
Yeah. And that's, you see, there's so many out there, and it gets confusing. And price, you know, when you're looking at a major difference of price, there's got to be something wrong. You know that, okay? Your patients use a CBD?
So my patients come in and they use it as part of a multimodal pain approach. Why do, what business am I in? I do really knee replacements. I'm in the pain business.
Yeah.
People come in because of pain.
Yeah.
And you know what, the last thing my patients want is surgery.
Yeah.
So we go down the list and we have to, even insurance companies require us to exhaust all non-operative options. Things that have side effect, injections of steroids, which puts your sugars up, anti-inflammatories, which can cause ulcers, kidney disease, 24,000 deaths a year, braces, which can cause swelling, but they require all these. Actually, the highest safety profile is CBD. So patients come in to me and they go, Dr. Meade, I tried the CBD cream, the tincture, I lost 20 pounds, my knee doesn't hurt, do I need a knee replacement? I said, you don't need one now as long as you can keep it under control. So I hear that story, and anecdotally, that's a very true scenario that I see. So it becomes part of our multimodal, natural pain relief program that we add to our preoperative and postoperative patients.
All I can say, my friends, I know this guy many, many years, and you can see his show, Dr. Meade Show, on SSP TV. He would never endorse anything that was not top shelf, and that's why I'm listening to what you have to say and why it's so important. And Sugarloaf Organic is probably the top, wouldn't you think?
So again, I know what I know, and in Pennsylvania we have this beautiful landscape. We have the perfect environment to grow this. I know the expertise of the team that grows it. I have the utmost confidence in that. I can't evaluate everything on the market, but what I evaluate, I can endorse. But I could tell you orthopedic surgeons are hungry for this. I was just invited to a Connecticut Orthopedic Society next month to give a lecture to orthopedic surgeons on the endocannabinoid system because they didn't learn it in medical school. So it's something I took on myself to learn, and I'm happy to teach my colleagues.
And I'm surprised and shocked. Dr. Tom Meade, my friends, listen, we're going to have the Director of Lab Processing coming on, and he's going to talk about the products. And once again, to learn a lot about this and how you can get the product, go to the website. It's on the screen. Just go to the website and you'll see, start feeling a lot better. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back to the Sam Lesante Show, folks, on location at Sugarloaf Organic. This show is all about health. And I'll tell you, I'm getting a great education on CBDs. It's unbelievable what this product can do. If you just tuned in, we're on YouTube, on the website. Believe me when I tell you, you want to definitely go to the website and learn about this product. We had Dr. Meade here telling you a lot about it. Now we have the Director of Lab Processing, Grady Vicari. And you're going to talk about the products, okay? And we talked about many products. Tell me about the products, what they do, and why they're so important to keeping ourselves healthy.
Yeah, and just touching on what John said as well, we take oversight over from the grow to the harvest to the processing to making the product itself. And with that, we're able to kind of bypass what someone else might not be able to. So when it comes to purity, we're able to verify that there's nothing in our oil that shouldn't be in our oil. We're able to verify the dosage to solidify that when the consumer takes our product, they're getting exactly what they want to get. And that's really important because the name of the game right now is making sure you're actually getting what you pay for. So the last thing someone wants to do when they're taking a product that might help relieve their pain, or they've tried everything else and they want to try something new, is take something, have it not work, and write off that product completely. So right here in my hand is a Revive cooling cream. So it's our pain cream. It's our #1 seller. So this is perfect for localized pain. So it's just like a normal cream. You put it on your joints, anywhere really, achy muscles, anything like that. And it has really strong ingredients coupled with the CBD. So things like magnesium and menthol that work together with the CBD itself to really give a great pain relieving experience. So you're going to get your anti-inflammation, you're going to get the fast acting pain relief from the menthol. So it's really overall, it's a great product. This is our signature CBD oil. Okay. So the only things in this bottle right here is CBD oil, MCT oil, because it really absorbs the CBD well and allows you to, it allows your body to accept it the most effectively, and natural flavoring. So 3 ingredients. It goes under your tongue sublingually, and it's perfect for helping you sleep. Some people report anti-anxiety benefits, some pain relief as well. So it's a really strong product.
Can this hurt you?
No. So what we've seen is, as Dr. Meade touched on, is even before the Farm Bill was passed, we have seen very, very seldom results of people having ill reactions to CBD. However, that's not to say that all CBD can't hurt you. So that's why we stress all the time how important it is to make sure that there's nothing in your CBD oil that isn't CBD oil.
Which separates this company, Sugarloaf Organic, from the stuff that you get on different places. Talk about some other products, because we want to show as many products as we can. What are some of the other products we have?
Yeah, absolutely. CBD takes many forms when it comes into its end consumer usage products. We have an assortment of teas, we have chapstick, and so we really just wanted to offer our consumers things that they enjoy every day, but we wanted to incorporate CBD with that as well to kind of help with the benefits of these products.
You know what I find fascinating, doing a lot of these shows, there are a lot of people sometimes, like, I'm a hesitator. I'm hesitating, should I get this, shouldn't I get it, okay. But when I hear John and I hear Dr. Meade, who I trust 100%, and you who've been in this, I say, my friends, if you have any aches or pains, it's not going to hurt you, okay, and it's solid stuff. It's not the kind of stuff you buy down the street. And I think that's so important. The testimonials that's on the website tells a story a lot about what the product's all about. This is not like marijuana, so people get confused. There's a big difference here, correct?
Yeah, absolutely. So it's just the genetics are completely different. So if we wanted to grow marijuana, it would be a completely different seed, and it would be specific to grow that THC level. These plants are designed specifically to have as little to 0 THC as possible, so you're only getting the benefits of the other cannabinoids. So we specifically want CBD. This year we're growing CBG, as we've seen a lot of other benefits to that cannabinoid as well.
And the FDA isn't registered on this, right?
Yep. So, like most products, we're not approved by the FDA, just like other supplements as well. However, our pain cream is registered with the FDA. So it's made in an FDA audited facility. It's basically to the standards of CBD. It's as high as you can go.
Yeah. It's Sugarloaf Organic. The website's on there. Okay, folks, if feeling better, there's a lot on that website that'll tell you different things and how to order this, all right? I'll tell you, I'm going to start using it because it calms you down. There's some aches and pains we get sometimes, and this cream works very well. What do you use? Do you use any?
So I love the cream after a post-workout, or just every day if you sprain an ankle or things like that. I use the cream whenever those instances come up. I'm a pretty good sleeper. I've been blessed with that, so I don't have to take it for sleep, but I know a bunch of my friends enjoy using it for
anxiety and stuff like that. Sugarloaf Organic, website's on the screen. Go to it, start feeling better. We'll see you next time.